Von Braus Publishing has a title that's made me excited and maybe might excite you as well. League of Dungeoneers. This is for 1 to 4 players, ages 14 and up, and should take you about 90 to 180 minutes to play. League of Dungeoneers is a detailed dungeon crawl and party management game. The game is designed to be a solo or co-op game, but could be played with a game master as well. The main task of the game is to develop your characters both by gaining experience, but also by finding gold, equipment, magic, and legendary items that can help you in your quest. The game is set to its own fantasy universe, containing many of the races and monsters that you would expect from a classical fantasy setting. You could either run the campaign supplied with the game, or run any of the 22 quests as a single adventure. All dungeons are procedurally generated, and all monsters and treasures are randomized, making the quests different every time you play them. There is, however, a theme for each quest that you embark upon, so don't expect to find goblins among the undead in a crypt. There are more than 50 rooms and corridor titles, each with details about furniture, and 5 different large-size objective rooms. All rooms have different furniture, and a chest is likely to contain gold or magic items, where, for instance, a bookshelf is more likely to contain magic scrolls. This game is designed specifically for you to use your own tokens, standees, or other miniatures that you have on hand. The tiles that this game supplies are based for 28 to 25 millimeter figures, but they can be scaled to any scale that you really want. Likewise, as far as the dungeon materials go, you can use the tiles that are supplied, or even print up your own, or use whatever dungeon tile terrain stuff that you have on hand yourself. It's very on hands for you to have and use whatever you have on hand. This game does not focus on streamlining, but rather on creating a detailed dungeon crawl experience. It will require more on the behalf of the players than some of the more modern designs do, but overall, it's listed as a perfect level of detail. That's everything the publisher had to say about that. I just want to make that clear. That's the publisher's words, not mine, that you can find online with the description of the game. But it did catch my attention. I have a lot of miniatures. I have a lot of miniature figures, monsters. If I have an opportunity to use these, I would very much like to. I spent money on them, so the more use I get out of them, the more I feel like they're worth, or even more than they're actually worth. So I like that. That is something that did appeal to me, and it also is something that I think more people can do regardless. Like, why do you need to use the HeroQuest board if you have, let's say, enough Warlock tiles to create it? You know, that's just my thought on that. Now, the game itself is written, from what I've read, is written as a fun, lighthearted, family-style game of a dungeon crawl, specifically meant to introduce people to the concept of the dungeon crawl game. It is the game is written to be a little humorous. From what I've read, I don't think it's overly humorous, like not like constantly and silly Monty Python, every step of the way. But it seems to me, from what I've read of these reviews, that the humor is more along the lines of, maybe you could say, the MCU. The way like the Marvel movies are written, with a lot of everyday jokes. But don't be surprised to find a few really silly things in here. So that's interesting. I like that. And it is something that will capture, I think, or at least it should capture, the attention of younger newbies to the game, right? And get them more interested. But anybody that has a sense of humor should enjoy it. Now, in a role-playing game, a standard RPG, your character is going to develop with experience points, which is going to give them better skills and abilities that they're going to be able to do, new spells, things like that. Well, this game uses a deck-building mechanic in order to allow the players to be continually upgrading their characters as they're playing, with new skills and abilities and everything like that you're gonna acquire for your character, making them much more than they were when they started the game. Now, although you can run this game with a DM style character playing the game. It does boast a very cooperative learning experience, and does it in a very humorous way. Again, I keep finding references to the humor in this in just about every review that I do. And that's going to make the storytelling a little bit lighter of an atmosphere. And it should, you would imagine, help to bring the players together through their quest and a lot of laughs. And that always makes things seem to go a little faster and a little more fun. Everything that I'm seeing about this, it is geared specifically to give you an RPG feel from this board game. There's a lot of games that claim to do it. There are a few that come as close as you can, I think, that have pulled it off. I hope this is one, because everything reads very fun, very well about this game. Is it? I don't know. That's why I'm doing a gaming radar and not a review of the games. I don't know yet. But everything that I'm reporting to you, that I've read, that I've come across, that's been presented to me, these are all reasons that this game has caught my attention. What really helps, and this is something that one needs to be, I bring it up every time because it's so important, but this is another title where I am reading and I am seeing reports that it is very easy to learn, very easy to teach, which is highly important in a game that you are specifically trying to gear to show people, to showcase to people that don't know dungeon crawl board games. Tabletop experience is what they are. So it claims to be able to do that through easy rules. Is that true? I don't know. This is a radar, not a review. But overall, this is hitting a lot of buttons for me. I'm really enjoying a lot of the things that I'm seeing from other reviewers about this, which is why I wanted to bring it to everyone's attention. If you're looking for a D&D style, light-hearted, family fun type of game, then go get some more information about League of Dungeoneers. Don't listen to influencers. They all have a product to sell. If you want to get a more honest feeling on a game, watch playthroughs. This way you'll know exactly whether it's going to be giving you and your players the level of fun that you expect it to. It's just more honest, I think. All right, speaking of honesty, I honestly want you to go get your own information on League of Dungeoneers.